Hello, hello everybody. It is Melissa from stampwithmelissa.com here. I am so excited to have you join me for today's Create and Color Challenge. We're going very Americana themed this week. 2 colors is it. So it's a real challenge this week. See what you can come up with just 2 colors. So let's take a look at the desktop here. We're using Poppy Parade and Night of Navy. So 2 very beautiful colors together. These are actually inspired from this, what's the name of it? Hold on, let me pull out my Designer Series paper pack here. Hey Sports Fan, that's what it's called. This is inspired by the Hey Sports Fan Designer Series paper, which you can see we've got some baseball themes in here. My nephew actually starts T-ball this week, and so I'm super excited to make him some cards to give at his games. He loves getting cards. He loves helping Auntie with cards, so I know that he will love. Let me just scoot this. I'm just making sure it stays in frame there. And let's go ahead and make today's card. So we are going to use a Night of Navy card base. Then I've got a piece of that Hey Sports Fan Designer Series paper. Here's the other side there. This is going to go on there. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then I've got a piece of Night of Navy here that is 4 1/4 by 4 1/2. Then I've got 3 pieces of Designer Series paper. This larger one is, oh my gosh, hold on. I thought I had all the measurements, but I didn't. 4 by 2, and then I've got 2 pieces here of this baseball pattern that are 4 by 1. So each of those, okay? Then I've got this cool little vellum ticket stock, I guess, that was die cut out of the bundle, which I'll show you in just a second. A piece of basic white for the inside of the card. I'm just going to set that off to the side for a second. I also have a little piece of Designer Series paper over here that will go on the inside of the card. And then a piece for my sentiment. And this actually measures 3 3/4 by, about 1 1/4 there. But just take a piece of basic white and then cut it down to make that sentiment there, okay? All right, so we are going to use the Your Biggest Sport Fan bundle, actually, not just the stamp set, but we're going to use this bundle today. It is a photo polymer stamp set, which is really nice. That means you can see through it. Super handy when you're stamping inside these banners or the tickets there. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to just scoot that off to the side, and let's go ahead and get started on this card. So I'm going to start with my card base and my Designer Series paper piece. I'm going to grab my seal. Add some seal to the back of the Designer Series paper, and then we're going to get that lined up here on our card front. So let's just scooch it on up to that score line there, press it down, and then we can go ahead and fold and burnish. Just gonna make sure, yep, okay, we're good. I had to move my mount recently. You can actually see my light in this view too, so there we go. I had to move my mount recently for my phone because I had a little hiccup, and so I just wanted to make sure that it was still filming. It's a little bit higher, so I can't just like glance. I have to like full out put my head up a little higher. All right, let's go ahead and work with this piece now. I am going to actually start with my strip that goes on the left hand side here, because I'm going to put some seal on it, tack it down, but I want to have the same margin on the bottom, left, and top sides there, okay? So we've got that. Then I'm going to do the same thing here with this piece, which is going to go on the right-hand side. Again, it might end up being a little bit crooked along the bottom, but just do your very best. We want that same margin on the top, bottom, and right-hand side this time. And then we'll take this piece that I love it. I love that it has the catcher's gear and all of the baseball, the glove, home base. I think it's so cool. And we're going to go ahead and line that up and put it right in between those other 2 pieces. So it works out pretty well because we can make it match here in between those pieces we already put down, okay? All right, let's take this then, and we're going to put some seal on the back. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. And we are going to tack that down onto our card. Now I'm going to just kind of wiggle my head in here a little bit because this piece is going to, it is 4 1/4 inches tall, so it is going to take up the whole front of our card base. You can see it actually kind of hangs over a little bit. When we're done with the video, I'll just go ahead and I'll trim it off. You can see a little bit there of where it's hanging on. I'm not going to take the time to trim it off during this video, but I will trim that so it's all flush and solid. All right, let's go ahead and do some stamping. I'm going to pull out my Poppy Parade ink and then this super fun stamp that says, "Hope your day is a grand slam." Now my Poppy Parade ink actually needs to be re-inked. That happens sometimes when you use a color a lot. It just needs a little bit of extra love. So Stampin' Up! Does sell re-inkers, but I chose, before I did this video, when I made this card and saw that it needed to be re-inked, I decided not to re-ink it before I filmed, because I don't know how well you can see it, but the way that the ink is kind of in that stamp set gives it a very cool vintagey kind of feel. And I thought that was super cool, so I wanted to keep that. All right, I'm going to put some seal right on the middle here of our center DSP. And then I'm going to grab this right here. This twine is from the Fan Baker's Twine. There's 3 rolls that come in here. This is the Poppy Parade and White. And then we've got Night of Navy and Evening Evergreen. We're going to use this one because it coordinates and I like that pop of color. And I'm actually going to take it down to my grid here and cut about 10 inches. So just about there. And then what I'm going to do, so I'm going to meet up the ends. Oh, come on. There we go. And put my finger down here, this is halfway, and stick it right on that seal. That way I know that I have given the same amount of twine to each side, okay? Because sometimes I struggle with that, where I end up having like one bow over here that's super big, and then this one's really tiny. That's one trick to kind of help with that. All right, let's get this down quick, and I'm just going to kind of extend my seal a little bit, put some right there, and then let's go ahead and stick this down right about, oh, let's go right about there. Okay, now remember with vellum that whatever adhesive you use, it can actually be seen through the vellum. So that's why I was very cautious and just put a little bit there, okay? All right, now I've got some dimensionals. I gotta cut up my strips here. If you ever run out of dimensionals and you still have the outside layers, do what I'm doing right now. Just cut it up, because these still are dimensionals. And actually, you know, like these are actually wider, so they work really well for the outside here of my sentiment. All right, let's pull off all the backing. And of this here too, right on the card. And I put those ones right on the card, so it went on either side of that twine. And then we're gonna go ahead and tack this down in the center, just like that. Look at how cool and easy that was. All right, let's pull in our resin star embellishments. We're gonna use these Night of Navy ones, and here's another trick for you. Ready? So I'm gonna take this larger star and stick it right there, and that actually holds down that vellum. How nifty is that? Then we'll take this one, and this is just a small star, and again I'm just using it to hold down the other side of that vellum. Now this one I'm going to keep up, and I actually die cut with a perforated line, so I actually bent it so that it looked like it was a ticket. You know, like when you put your ticket in your pocket and then it gets all bendy and all that. So all right, so we've got that done. Last but not least, we just need to do the inside of the card. This sentiment here, hope your day is a grand slam, can really be used for a variety of occasions. You could use birthdays. There is a birthday stamp in the set that you could add to the inside of the card. There's one that says you're amazing. You could use it, for example, like I said, my nephew is starting t-ball, and so I might use it at the end of his season. Or maybe on the game where he gets, like, if he ever gets a home run or whatever, his first hit, you know. He's only 4, so I'm sure he'll get a nice hit, and then maybe this would be a really cute card to give him then. So there's lots of different reasons you can give this card. So for that reason, I'm not putting anything on the inside word-wise, okay? So super easy, super simple. Look how cute this is. I hope you greatly enjoyed it. All of the products I used today are available in my online store. The link to that is down in the description box below this video. So you can check that out. There's a link right there too, and it says shop these products or something like that. And so that has the direct links to every product I used in here. You can add those to your cart, get rid of the things you already have, and then go ahead and check out there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please participate in this week's Create in Color Challenge. Again, that's Night of Navy and Poppy Parade. Some beautiful, beautiful colors. Super Americana, like I said. So fun. You can join my Facebook group to share your creations or just post them on social media with the hashtag Create in Color Challenge. I will catch you guys next time. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Bye for now.